Welcome. This video will feature an IronKiss 150 welding a Damascus billet. John Larson, standing next to the machine being demoed, is the owner and builder of these machines. Rob Dekelbaum, whose friends call him Decker, will be doing the forging. First, a billet is welded up. This one is 1084, 1075, and 15N20. The first heat is used just to set the weld, and Decker uses very light taps from each side to do that. After this is done, he puts it back in the fire and soaks it for about 5 minutes. The first drying heat follows after that. This is the first day that Decker has used this machine, so he's still feeling his way with it, this particular machine size. He has forged on John's machines before, but not this one. Looks like our saddle is loose there. We'll take that off between heats. It was put on in anticipation of putting a cutting plate on. So when this forging is done on this series, the billet would normally be cut and folded and forged again. We're not going to do that with this billet. We have a number of demos we're going to do today. So this first drying heat, the billet was moved to 8x2 by 1.5. Back to the fire. Second drying heat. This video shows literally all the forging time that was used to draw out this billet, and there were a few problems with it. You'll see in a little bit. Decker had a little bit of problem keeping the billet square. You'll see in a little bit how he fixes that. But to be true to the video here, I'm leaving all the forging time on. He works it a little bit at a time. John's hammer has a 11-inch stroke that can be set to different lengths. Decker has moved that stroke down a little bit. He's having a little trouble here. The billet has gone rhombus, and that means it's a parallelogram rather than a square. He's gonna try some fairly light blows to correct it here, but that won't work. Doesn't fix it. A little harder. This heat he drew it out to 9.5 inches and about 1 5/8 on average square, although it's not square, it's rhombus. The third drying heat, he has decided to take drastic action to get this back square. And this is the way you do it. You put it up on the diamond and you hit it with the hammer. Now he could be hitting it more than just single strikes on the diamond. He's satisfied he has it in a shape he can take it back to square now. Taking a little bit easy, a little bit at a time. It is going back to where he wants it. There's a number of reasons why these projects will go off a square. Can be anything from uneven heat to just the way you're holding the handle. John's dies are very parallel. We checked them before we started the demos. The third heat, he got pretty close to 1 1/4 inch or 1.5 inch square. It's about 11 inches long now. final heat, final drawing heat, he'll take the rest of it to about 1.5 inches. He was a little off on that back side yet, and then he'll clean it up. He's satisfied with this. He's just going to straighten it a little bit. Clean it up to 1.5 square. He'll take this billet as it is. It hasn't been folded, back to his shop and heat it again and cut it, and then do more welding with it and drawing out. Thanks for watching. Look for more information about John's hammers on IronKissHammers.com.